Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 699. We are live here on the Red Brand YouTube, and it is, of course, time for some TWA Underground. 5 championships on the line today as we proceed with season number 7 here at TWA. We're, of course, one show away from our big 700th episode. That will, of course, be Wrestle Wars Genesis over in the Land of Purple, live on Twitch TV. That is our next live show after, of course, today's TWA Underground. But it is going to be one hell of a thrill ride today. 5 championships on the line. We kick off the road to the next big SPV for TWA. TWA Underground Empire is next, and that is going to be one hell of a spectacle. You don't want to miss any shows, much less that one. It is a brand new stream per view, and it is going to be absolutely fire, so you don't want to miss out. But before we get started with any matches today, we have 9 matches, of course, as usual on the card. 5 of them are championship matches, as I did already mention twice. We've got some things to discuss. Of course, we have Team Hardcore Country Luke on the broadcast booth as always. The co-host with the most is here, and there's things to discuss. There's things in the NHL to discuss. There's things in Premier League to discuss. Things in the European Championship League to discuss. There's all kinds of things we have to talk about, including some of the things that have been going on in pro wrestling. Of course, our question of the day: who's winning at WrestleMania? Roman Reigns or CM Punk? We'll get into that in a little while as well. But I know Luke is raring to talk about the Champions League and, of course, things that are happening within the Premier League. Team Arsenal sitting with, 24 points in Champions League right now? I believe it said they have 24 points. Is that? Yeah. So
we've already won the league for it.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Champions League.
Well, we had the first round of the knockouts last night.
And who was playing?
Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, which is their German team. Arsenal versus Bayer Leverkusen. Manchester City played Real Madrid. Chelsea played PSG. And Tottenham Hotspur played Atletico Madrid. It was a good game. Bayern Munich played Atalanta as well.
So
a lot of games going on.
And so who do you think it's going to come down to, like the final teams? Who do you think's winning? Because you're about to go into the knockout rounds, right? That's correct.
Yeah, it's a knockout. We're in the knockout stage. We're in the knockout stages now. The league phase is over. So whoever gets like the most points qualifies for the knockout stages.
Gotcha. And
the top eight, I think like 8 positions below 8 don't qualify.
So that said, what is the top 8 right now? Who's going to be involved with the knockout round?
Well, the knockout stages are over both legs, so it's over 2 legs, so it's 2 games, home and away. So
right.
If you win 2-0 the first leg, the score carries over into the next game. So the next game you're 2-0 up or something. You know what I mean? So the score carries over. That's the Champions League. It's always over
right.
2 legs. It's a difficult competition to win because every game is over 2 legs. Apart from the group phase.
So what?
Probably very good last night. We didn't do very good last night.
It was a draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, Leverkusen deserved to win the match. We shouldn't have got anything, but we got a lucky penalty. Took us out of the box. Kai Havertz got the penalty, and Arsenal will take it back to the Emirates for 1-1.
Oh, okay.
It isn't too bad.
Gotcha.
It isn't too bad considering the circumstances.
So I'm just pulling up the stats here now.
Yeah.
For the European Champions League.
It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. Arsenal have got quite an easy side of the fucking knockout stages.
So top 8 right now are Arsenal. Is it Bayern? Is that how you pronounce that? Bayern.
Bayern Munich.
It just says Bayern.
Is it Bayern Munich or is it Bayern Leverkusen?
It doesn't specify. It just says Bayern. But then there's Liverpool sitting at number 3.
Yeah.
Tottenham is sitting at number 4. Barcelona at 5. Team Chelsea at 6. Number 7 is Sporting. And then the 8th is Man City. Now, the 4 teams, are only 1 point away from Real Madrid, which is in 9th.
They've all qualified now.
Arsenal's a perfect 8-0. No draws, no losses. And they're leading with 23 goals for, and they've only allowed 4 goals in 8 games. That's pretty impressive.
So it's like a league. There's like a league phase, right? And
that's less than a goal a game.
That's like the final standards. So like the winners, like the people who qualify above the 8th position go through. It's kind of weird because they used to be. Everyone used to be in 4 groups, but they changed the system to this fucking league phase. It's really confusing. You have to look it up.
It's weird. It's weird to see a bunch of teams from Premier League, and then you see Barcelona, you see Real Madrid. So that's kind of funny as well. But
if you want to be looking at the knockout stages, because that league phase, that's the final standards, and that won't change now because we're in the knockout stages.
Right. Mufasa's in the house. What's going on, Mufasa? Honeybee, I see you. Welcome in.
I want to be looking at the knockout stages.
So do you think the top? So you're already at the knockout stages. So those are the top 8 that will play in the knockout round.
Yeah.
Okay. So who does Arsenal play next for the knockout rounds?
We've got Leverkusen. We played them last night. We drew 1-1.
You drew 1-1, so you got to play them again.
Yeah, we drew 1-1 in Germany. We take it back to the Emirates for 1-1. So I don't think there's any problems. I think Arsenal will go through.
Yeah, and you said they play 2 games back, like they play a home game and away game with the same team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against the same team.
Okay. So now, like, what happens
if you lose 1-0? It's not over, is it? 1-0, like.
Right. Yeah.
First game 1-0. So it's like if you go into the second game, the score will stay 1-0, but it'd be like 1-0 and aggregate.
But I mean, what happens if let's say you win a game and lose a game? So both teams have won and lost a game, but.
But I mean, what's it mean, like?
Like, do they have to play again, or do they just move on with the points they have?
Right, so let's say, like, if Arsenal, it goes to like extra time and penalties if it's a tie.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so there really is no tie in that round.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that makes sense. Because I was wondering, I'm like, well, if it's only 2 games, what happens if they each win a game?
So Arsenal by Leverkusen finished 1-1 the first game, right? If Arsenal win the game, the second game 1-0 at the Emirates, Arsenal got through. That's 2-1. That's 2-1 in aggregate as well.
Mufasa says, not much, just doing some homework, and then I might play some Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's how it works.
I like Red Dead. I like the Red Dead games. 2's a very cool game. Apparently, there's another Red Dead coming out at some point. I don't know when.
I've got a chance to, but it's not completely, to be honest. Red Dead. I might have to.
That's a great game. It's a great. It's a fun game to play. It's also a fun game to watch. So I actually really like Red Dead Redemption.
It's still really good now. Like you look at it now, and I know it's a PS4 game, but it still looks really fucking good, mate.
Same with you, Honeybee. You got some uni work to do. So what kind of homework are you guys doing today? What do you guys got going on for homework? But anyways, yeah, so I assume that probably... So it was kind of just a bad game yesterday again, so they'll probably... Chances are they're probably going to sweep out that team 2 games straight in the knockout rounds.
It's not the Emirates. We're playing at home. I'm confident we will go through.
Yeah. So if you had to guess, just looking at the top 8 teams that are in the knockout rounds, which teams would you say are going through?
Well, they're already through. It's the knockout stage, you know.
Right, but the knockout stage is obviously you knock other teams out, then you're down to 4 teams.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
Knockout stage. Okay.
Yeah.
Arsenal will go through. Barcelona will go through against Newcastle. They're going to be. Chelsea have got a long way. They lost 5. Chelsea lost 5-2, man.
Did they really?
5-2 in aggregate. How are you gonna? So you need how many goals do you need them to go through? So you need you lost 5-2 in aggregate. You need at least 5 goals to tie the game, and that's extra time. So that's not to win the game.
Right.
So I just don't.
So who did they play to lose 5-2?
PSG are our team. They are the Champions League winners.
Oh, okay.
Last season.
All right, so they just got smoked out by the previous winners.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. All right.
It's weird because I like to see the English Premier League teams do well in the Champions League. I'm kind of different like that.
Yeah. But that said, so wait, when is the Champions League done? Because when do we get back to? Because again, I primarily right now just watch Premier League because it's only been 2 or 3 years where I've been really enjoying the British and or UK and European football. So I've been kind of sticking to one area. I've been looking at stats and I've been paying attention, but I haven't watched any games from the Champions League because I'm trying to just stick with Premier League, figure things out, get to know some of the teams more, some of the players. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of going that route. So I probably next year I'll be more inclined to say, okay, no, I need to sit down and watch Champions League. I need to sit down and watch FA Cup or whatever, right?
Some of the best European games, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, you've said that before. Yeah, you've said that before.
No, take it one step at a time, really. That's what you want to do, right?
Yeah, well, I just find it better that way, so I can get I can have more familiarity with the teams themselves, the coaches.
You can start following the different competitions there, like the FA Cup and like the League Cup and stuff like. Well, the League Cup's not really that good, but
exactly, and that's kind of what I'm doing.
The FA Cup's a good competition. I recommend that. Premier League, do Premier League, and try to do a bit of the FA Cup. I'd recommend the FA Cup. It's a good competition.
And of course, Man City's all the way down in 8th spot.
The FA Cup's the biggest English competition, like cup-wise.
Yeah.
Like domestic cup-wise. You got your domestic competitions, like that's like the FA Cup, League Cup.
It's just funny because Man City is 7-8 points behind Arsenal in the FA Cup, but they're right on their heels in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Now, do you find that sometimes teams, because we're in the last 8 games of the Premier League season, so do you find that sometimes teams that maybe don't do well in the FA Cup end up having a worse time when they go back to Premier League games?
Yeah, you'll get teams that they won't have a good season in the Premier League, but they'll have a good cup run.
Yeah.
Cup run.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. And vice versa, I guess. Because I mean, if you lose out, it might, wreck you. It could ruin.
So many games in all these competitions, man. So
well, I'm just thinking I'm just thinking it could interfere in your momentum you had, right? Because again, you got Man City. Yeah. Man City's number 2 in Premier League, but they're in 8th spot in FA Cup. So if they end up getting knocked out, which is good for Arsenal, because I think Arsenal plays Man City soon, don't they?
Yeah.
Didn't you say they played them twice, two more times for the season?
Yeah. Yeah, because if they play them in the cup, the League Cup final, that's a domestic competition. We've got them in the final, and then we've got them in the league. I don't like the sound of playing them back fucking straight after. But
so I have to ask, just because I'm not familiar, but number 7, Sporting. What the fuck is Sporting? What team or city is that?
Portuguese team.
And they just went with Sporting.
Sporting CP. Sporting Lisbon.
I mean, some serious thought went into that name, Sporting. Like what? That's your name?
It's not a very good name, to be fair. Look at the fucking Sporting CP shares. They're fucking horrible, man.
That's as bad as when Utah Mammoth first came into the NHL and they didn't even have a fucking name for the first season. The whole NHL season they played with no name. Of course, this year they're called the Utah Mammoth, but I think originally they were just called the Utah Hockey Club or something stupid. It was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
How do you enter the NHL with no fucking name and logo? I'm thinking you're not even prepared to be a team, and yet you're playing an NHL season. It's that for me was weird, personally. But I guess it happens now. I mean, if you were the president of the NHLPA, would you even want a team entering the league that aren't even prepared enough to have a fucking club name?
Right.
It's weird, right? Now, to be fair, they're doing fairly well this year, and we'll get to that a little bit later. That's NHL discussion, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't understand the Sporting. I wasn't sure what city it was because it doesn't specify. It's just weird for me.
Portuguese thing.
Like, you think they could have come up with something better than Portuguese Sporting?
Like
Sporting, what?
No,
like obviously you're watching football, but what sporting? You know, are you a biathlon athlete? Or are you playing football? Or what are you playing? But so it's just kind of weird to see a team just called Sporting. Everybody else has a proper name.
I don't watch Portuguese. I don't watch the Portuguese league, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you why they called.
Yeah, you were telling me you were not a big fan of the Portuguese league. I think Moonraider too said the same thing. He's not a big fan of the Portuguese league. For whatever reason. I mean, I don't know. Like, again, I'm watching Premier League. Obviously I'd...
Sports like on different football leagues.
Obviously I'll watch the World Cup, stuff like that, but I'm not getting into all the in-between leagues until I'm more familiarized with the sport. And I'll be honest, I've really enjoyed, especially because you and I constantly talk about it, and we're talking about it on the shows as part of our podcast, and so I've really enjoyed the Premier League this season. I've enjoyed every last little bit of it. Although I've decided to back Arsenal, there's a few other teams that I enjoy watching as well. Like, I don't mind watching Chelsea play. Aston Villa occasionally have some interest. They've had some really boring games too, though. Aston Villa, I got to be honest. Boring. Like you're watching it thinking, oh, good God, can somebody please do something? You know what I mean?
Aston Villa actually playing some really good fucking football, though. Like early on in the season, like 2 places behind Arsenal at one point. Aston Villa.
Honeybee says, been on work placement in a school this week, so got to write up lesson plans and observe. I guess that's probably supposed to say observe everyone I carried out during the week. I'm sure they used to be called Sporting Lisbon. Okay, Honeybee was answering the question I had asked you. So Sporting Lisbon is their actual name, and they're from Portugal. Okay. All right. I just thought it was weird because I'm looking at the top 8 for the FA Cup, and all it said was Sporting, and I'm like, well, who in the fuck is Sporting? I don't know who that is. So it's just kind of weird. So. But anyways, while we continue our conversations, we may as well get to the show, get things rocking and rolling, get turning and burning, if you will. Start off with our tone setter for TWA Underground. Start off with a speed match. And, of course, it's the former 2-time TWA speed champion, Madam MJF, otherwise known as Maria Juliet Francis, taking on the reigning defending TWA speed champion, Julia, and that is our tone setter for the day, so we're going to get to it right now as we continue our football conversations and discussing...
Well,
why couldn't they have just said Sporting Lisbon? At least then I would have known, okay, Lisbon, that's a Portugal name.
It just says Sporting.
What the fuck is Sporting? Yeah, I was confused.
It actually says Sporting CB though on the fucking badges.
Does it? Yeah. But... Not on the standings. It literally just says Sporting. It's like... It's just fucking weird. It is. I'm sorry. But... Alright, what do you think, Luke? Madam MJF, does she regain and reclaim, or will Julia upset Madam MJF one more time and retain the title today? What do you think? 5 minutes Madam MJF has to defeat Julia.
I think Madam MJF gets the win, though.
Yeah, I think she's probably coming in today with a chip on her shoulder. She wants that title. She loves that title. She is. It's the one thing, when she loses it, she finds a way right back to it. Of course, she's had opportunities for some other championships. She hasn't been quite so successful as of yet. But there's something with the speed division. Madam MJF seems to be one of the big stars of that speed division. So Julia is now a 2-time speed champion. So Madam MJF and Julia, I believe, are the 2 that have held that championship the most as of right now. But that's our tone setter for the day, so let's get to it. TWA Speed Championship of the line, Maria Juliet Francis from Team Honeybee Wrestling taking on Julia, the reigning defending speed champion from Team Joe Lincoln, of course, representing the Outlaws. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Matchup number 1. There's our lotto numbers for the day. Lotto numbers the same because nobody's won it, so it's still 2-1-4. Dice is 4 and 6, and blackjack is 16. Pair of 8s. 16 to beat for blackjack. Moon Raider. Welcome in, Moon Raider. How dare you not be on the broadcast booth? Today, Moon Raider is Kane, dressed like a Black Widow. That's hilarious. And we're just waiting to see what he's driving, I think, here. Moon Raider says CM Punk is winning. He's already answered the question of the show. So you think CM Punk is beating Reigns? What about you, Luke? Do you think CM Punk beats Roman Reigns, or does Roman Reigns? I'm up in the air on it. We're gonna have to pay attention over the next few weeks to see exactly what's gonna go down there. I wouldn't be surprised for CM. Yeah, to my knowledge, I believe this is going back a couple of months, but I believe the internal plan was to have him keep that championship until at least SummerSlam. And depending on what happens with that, it could be a lengthier reign. Who knows? I mean, let's be honest. I think CM Punk probably does deserve it anyway. Hey, you're driving a Hummer. So Moon Raider is Kane, dressed as a Black Widow, and driving a Hummer. I don't know what I am. I have to figure it out here. Hold on. Let's see who I am today.
Definitely has
an international sensation looking to take over.
I am Kenny Omega today. I am part of Team Chelsea. I know, right? How dare I? How dare I be Kenny Omega? Kenny Omega dressed as a gorilla. Let's see what he's driving. He's dressed as a gorilla. It better be something big. Watch it be a bicycle. Let's see here. Driving a Camaro. So I am Kenny Omega, dressed as a gorilla, driving a Camaro today. Fuck yeah. Let's see if I can get any good numbers. I don't know why I even bother playing Lotto. I never win. I never fucking win. If somebody doesn't soon win that Lotto, though, I am going to change the numbers up. 111. Those are my fucking numbers. The number's 214. I get 111. And don't forget, it doesn't have to be exactly 214. It's any combination of those numbers. As long as you have those numbers, then you can win. So it could be, instead of 214, it could be 412. It could be 124. You know, there's different combinations of that number. But either way, I'm not accomplishing anything with 111. All right, here we go. TWA Speed Championship is on the line. The announcer's about to introduce the champion and challenger. It is showtime and go time here at TWA Underground. Luke is going with Madam MJF. Moon Raider, seeing how you're not on the broadcast booth with us, you are hiding from us. You are not allowing the fandom, if you will, the fam jam, to hear your serenading voice live on the broadcast booth. You're hiding in the chat room, but it's fine. Time to get the ball rolling, Moon said. I mean, that's what we're doing, sir. How dare you? How dare he tell me to get the ball? We already got the ball rolling. We've already started talking about football. We've already got a match on the go. What the? Moon Raiders, he's being bossy today, I think, a little bit, Luke. From the chat room. He's not even doing it on the broadcast booth. How dare he? 66% World Championship worthy. I haven't done that in a while either. I should do that. Oh, nice takedown. Drop toe hold by Madam MJF right off the hop. 79%. Yeah, of course. I don't win anything ever. Ever, ever, ever. Let's try blackjack. Got to beat 16.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Gets the reversal.
And I get 17. So I actually did beat it. So if nobody wins blackjack by the end of the day, I will gift that to somebody, obviously, unless somebody beats 17. And let's see what I get for dice. I won't be getting anything spell out like that.
Working the arm, kick right to the ribs.
There we go. 2 and 3. Yep, no go there. Lotto numbers are 188. Unlucky for Moon Raider. Man, Madam MJF is all over Julia here early on. Wowzers. Nice reversal by Julia, looking to turn things around here on Madam MJF. Oh, shin right to the face. Always. Always. Well, that'll tear your knee out. Hopefully Madam MJF doesn't have knee issues after that.
She's headed outside now. Momentum fully shifted to Julia.
Oh, we're talking about 2K games now? I thought we were talking about sports and TWA Underground. Now we're talking about video games. How dare you? How fucking dare you? I don't want to talk about 2K. 2K should take a big, long haul on somebody's arse is what they should do. Take their lips, glue them to somebody's anus, and wait for a big, long fart to hit their fucking lungs. Yeah, it's crazy. Moon Raider says, I'm watching Aston Villa right now. Who are they playing?
Who are they playing, man?
No, me neither. Mind you, I didn't look at the current matches, so...
Aston Villa are in the Europa League, they're not in the Champions League.
Well, let's find out here. Let's go to matches. Well, there's all the scores from the first leg. Liverpool lost 1-0. Barcelona drew with Newcastle. How do you pronounce that? Atletico Madrid?
Atletico Madrid.
There's no fucking H in there. Goddamn Spanish people. Atletico Madrid beat Tottenham 5-2. Atlanta lost 6-1 to Bayern. How do you pronounce that? Leverkusen? Leverkusen, okay. Oh, that's the team yesterday that Arsenal drew 1-1 with. And they got to play again, you said, in the... Chelsea lost 5-2. What's PSG?
Sliding out danger there.
PSG is
Okay. What's their actual name? Okay. And then you got is it Bodo Glimt? Okay, so they won 3-0 over fucking Sporting Lisbon. Now that we know. And then Real Madrid beat Man City 3-0 yesterday. I don't see any games on today. Is it Premier League he's looking at here? Because the next game I see for leg 2 of 2 is March 17th, which is Tuesday. Yeah. So what game is he talking about? I don't know either. No, me neither. I don't see any live games today at all. None. Zero.
He's on about Europa League. He's on about the Europa League. That's the
Europa League. Okay. Well, motherfucker, you could have specified that. How dare you confuse Luke and I like that? Ghastly. Oh, and that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is a draw between Madam MJF and Julia. So still your reigning defending TWA Speed Champion. Representing the Outlaws and, of course, Team Joe Link. It is Julia going home with her gold. Madam MJF could not get it done in the allotted time limit, which was, of course, 5 minutes. So congratulations to Team Joe Link, the Outlaws, and, of course, more importantly, congratulations to Julia on retaining her championship. All right, we'll move on to the next match of the day, and here we go.
How dare you watch Europa League football, Moon Raider, man?
How fucking dare you watch your...
Nobody cares about.
Nobody cares. How dare you, Moon? But who are they playing? I forgot to look. Who's Aston Villa playing?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was on me.
Moonraider, who's Aston Villa playing? Like who are they playing right now?
Aston Villa, I will check now.
Question of the show finally popped up. I did already tell everybody what the question of the show was earlier, but it is, who wins at WrestleMania? Roman Reigns or CM Punk? I'm still up in the air again on that. I'm going to have to just watch and pay attention to kind of what's going on over the next few weeks, and I'll kind of make a better informed decision. I know. So I could easily see CM Punk retaining that championship, but I could also see Roman Reigns becoming a part-time champion again, right? So it just depends on... I at this point in the stage of the game, I'm hoping something happens and somebody costs Roman Reigns the championship, which of course then CM Punk would retain. Which would of course also extend that feud, right? Roman Reigns would want another shot at Punk. Punk would probably be unhappy with the outcome. He'd want another match with Roman Reigns. So I mean, there's all kinds of potential there for possibilities. But yeah, I'm up in the air on whether or not Punk loses or retains at WrestleMania. I will definitely make a better informed decision later on. But here we go. Next match of the day. Extreme Rules Tag Team action. It is the Wolfpack gal Sol Ruka and of course Melissa Archer taking on Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. They are better known as Sinister Square. That's our next match of the day. Speaking of tag teams, we do have a Joe Link Invitational Tournament coming up sometime over the next week or two. We of course used to do the Alan Severn Open Invitational. We're actually doing a Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament coming up shortly, as I said. But first, we're of course going to get some matchups going, probably on Wrestle Wars Genesis, and we're going to get some tag team. It's going to be a show full of tag team matches because we're going to want to know who is going to make it into that tournament. So we need at least 8 tag team matches on Wrestle Wars Genesis, and of course that's eight tag team matches is 16 teams. 8 of those teams will move on to the tournament. Who's it going to be? You're going to have to stay tuned and find out, but it's going to be absolutely exciting times on Wrestle Wars Genesis as we start initiating and getting ready for that Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament. I know Joe Link's excited. He already actually made up a logo. I didn't even have to make a logo. Joe Link did it himself, sent it to me. We have a great logo for the Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament. So that's going to kick off again on Wrestle Wars Genesis. We're going to find out which teams are going to make it in to that tournament. And then, of course, Joe Link will decide at that point what the end result is going to look like. What tag team championships are going to be projected? Like, what belts are they going to be gunning for? That information we do not have yet. Joe hasn't given me all the details of exactly how he wants things to pan out for the tournament. Or if it's simply an invitational tournament and the winner of the tournament goes on to face one of the tag team champions. Not entirely sure, but Wrestle Wars Genesis episode number 700 is going to be a big show full of tag team matches. And again, we're going to be getting ready for that Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament. But here we go. Wolfpack Gals, Sinister Square, Extreme Rules Tag Team action. Let's rock and roll. I think Punk is going to turn heel. I mean,
That'd be interesting.
that would be interesting. I don't know if he... I don't know... Yeah, I think it might be the wrong timing for that. Especially because Roman... I mean, what would be the point? Because what's Roman Reigns, a babyface? So for me, that doesn't make sense. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. A team from France called... What was that? Lily? Lyle? Lily? I don't know. How do you pronounce that name?
Lil.
Lil? Just Lil? Yeah, that's what he said. It was.
The French league is the only team that wins.
So what do you think's the worst league? Portuguese league?
Worst league.
Or... MLS? I mean, I'm not talking about North American... You know, I'm talking about between, you know, Spanish, Portuguese, French. It is dog shit. Absolute dog shit. I don't disagree, believe me. I do not disagree.
I don't this year, it actually is a different team I could have won
Moon Moon Raider says after that promo from this past Monday, he did cut a heel type well, not really, because I mean at the end of the day, all he was doing was spitting facts about Roman Reigns. I mean, he basically refused to apologize to the Usos.
He always talks like that.
Yeah, he kind of always talks like that. So people call the France League the Farmers League. Now, why is that? Is that just because they're shit? Rhea Ripley, the reigning defending TWA television champion, making her way to the ring with her partner in crime, Liv Morgan. They are Sinister Square. This is going to be a tough match. I mean, I'm not sure who wins this match. I'm not going to lie. Personally, I'd like to see the Wolfpack gals win this matchup and get a little closer to some championship conversations in the tag team division. But Sinister Square has been an absolutely fire faction right from the get-go. They've been winning championships. As you can see, Rhea Ripley wearing one of those championships. She's the reigning defending TWA television champion. So this one's a tough one for me. Honestly, it's one of those matches where like either team is very capable of beating the other. So it's, I don't know. So when does Premier League resume then? Next week? Is it this weekend? Okay. Actually, let's have a look at that, shall we? Let's have a little wee look-see at... Alright, so... the last game in Premier League was March the 5th, because we're into the FA Cup right now, but... So starting March 14th, we have a lot starting March 14th. So let me just run those down. We got Burnley and Bournemouth, Sunderland and Brighton. These are Saturday games, as Luke had just mentioned. Probably Saturday gets underway again, so that's this coming Saturday. Chelsea and Newcastle, Arsenal and Everton, West Ham and Man City. I want to see West Ham beat Man City. I mean, whether or not that actually happens, but at the very least, I want to see it. At very least, I want to see West Ham, get a draw out of this. We need Man City to get a draw here or lose, because let's face it, Arsenal's probably going to beat Everton. I don't see why they won't beat Everton. Whether it's by 1 or 2 goals, I don't know, but I think they'll beat Everton. So if Man City draws or loses, that puts Arsenal even further ahead with only 7 games remaining. After they play that game, right? But anyways, then we have Crystal Palace and Leeds United on Sunday. Man United and Aston Villa is also Sunday. Nottingham Forest and Fulham. Liverpool and Tottenham, and then we have a Monday game, Brentford and the Wolves. So let's start with Saturday. Luke, Burnley or Bournemouth?
That's a pretty shit game,
Isn't it? It is. I don't disagree. But who do you think wins it?
I think Bournemouth are like
So, win it, or do you think we get a draw there? I'm up in the air on that one.
I can see 1-1 or something.
By the way, Moon Raider. By the way, Moon Raider, why are you not on the broadcast booth with Luke and I? Do we stink today? Are we diseased? Are we going to pass you a virus? What's happening here? The Fam Jam would love to hear that serenading voice of the leader of Team Chelsea, who is MIA currently, and just typing things in a chat room. Like a newcomer that has just stumbled across our channel and wants to see if our show is enjoyable enough to continue watching, how dare you? Yeah, what the hell are you doing? You can't be on the... I mean, we invited you to the broadcast booth, like, what, Luke? Like a half hour ago?
What in the world?
Gaslight.
What's happening here?
Absolutely gaslight.
Nothing was being held back.
Yeah, but you usually tell me ahead of time you're doing that, so I already know.
Yeah.
I already know. Moon Raider, he's
Human being tossed like that.
Moon Raider's like the rebellious sibling. He just kind of, you know, he knows shit's going down, but he tries to avoid it at times. Or even when he's on the broadcast booth, he disappears. He teleports somewhere like he's, you know, straight into Star Trek. Beat me up, Scotty. But
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
all right, so you think it's either going to be a Bournemouth victory or a draw there? Is what I'm gathering. Okay. Yeah. So the next game is Sunderland versus Brighton.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring. And come on, no.
I think Sunderland wins that.
Trash can out. That's for cleaning. It's about to be used to clean house.
I'm going to say by a slim margin. I don't think it'll be a blowout game or anything.
She sees her rising to her feet. This is her opportunity.
I'm from the north too, just not northern UK.
With the sledgehammer.
I'm north of the United States for sure. The Great White North. We're not so white anymore though.
Ripcord position.
I like the northeast teams for the belt.
There's return fire on Rio.
So that's actually the next game on the docket is Chelsea versus Newcastle.
Oh, knee to the breadbasket. Clothesline delivered. She might need to regroup.
Yes.
She's setting the ladder up for something here. From out of nowhere.
Really?
Bad spot for Ripley.
Interesting.
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
I
can already feel the sting of the kendo.
But who picks up the win? Or do you figure a draw?
Weapon in hand, just toying with
Here Newcastle.
Gets herself out
Or
of
draw.
the way.
Where's Newcastle in
The
the race?
WWE Universe showing the love for these superstars.
Hold on.
Giving them so much tonight. Hey,
Newcastle sit.
Who's playing over where?
now just get out of the way, Saxton.
So
No, you know what?
Newcastle
Stay
is sitting in
there,
12th spot, and they're a good
No idea where
what?
this one's heading. She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Let's see. Chelsea sitting at number 5. Oh, Aston Villa knocked Chelsea down to 5 again. I didn't even notice that. Or sorry, it was Liverpool last time. It's Aston Villa now. But let's go with because you got to.
Like nobody in that top post.
She's taking things to the floor here.
It kind of seems that way, don't it?
Elbow retaliation.
It does kind of seem that way.
The jumping complete shock.
So a 4th spot is what you need to move on. Or you want to make the top 4 anyways. And they're at 51 points. Newcastle's got 39. So they're 12 points behind. So they're not and they're 7 points I think behind Chelsea, who is sitting in the 5th spot. But that doesn't mean they can't beat Chelsea though.
Oh no.
You know?
What did you say? Where did you say the other league?
Look at this.
Newcastle sitting in 12th in Premier League standings. Yeah. And Chelsea obviously number 5. They were 4th. They were 4th because they knocked Liverpool out of the 4th spot, but now Aston Villa's pulled ahead.
He started off really bad.
And she stops the count. Impact from the forearm.
Pre-season phase.
Yeah.
Reversal from Morgan. Getting back into the ring now. Denied with an elbow.
So at this point, you think that
and that is a nasty gash on the face of Liv Morgan.
Chelsea's gonna beats Newcastle 2-1. Okay.
European uppercut.
All right. I'm looking for the...
Exiting the ring.
Where'd the Saturday games go?
Oh, that's gonna sting. No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending. Forget trending on social media.
Oh no, the next... I was thinking Premier League. That's Saturday. It's not till Tuesday for the next leg of the tournament. Chelsea plays PSG. Chelsea plays PSG.
Yeah, the vibe is down, man. You reckon is there no way they can actually
neutralize that all? Going for the 3 count.
I mean, you never say never, right?
That's true. Oh yeah,
I've seen Barcelona come back.
Look out!
5 down, like
that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Yeah.
Right across the small of the back. Toss back into
So
the
I
ring.
mean, next
She wants to take this thing
is
to the outside.
Arsenal and Everton. Obviously, we're going to choose Arsenal over Everton. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 or 3-1.
Wow.
No draw.
Making the save.
Oh boy, here it comes. Will she get it fully locked in?
Yeah.
On the leads to might and force.
And look at the torque, Byron.
Well, why don't you
Let's
pull
go.
up
She just released the hold.
the final 8 games of Premier League season and see who Arsenal's playing in the final 8 games?
We'll do that.
Yes, the trash can connects. Talk about taking out the trash.
Just burying their opponent with that trash can. Repeated hits.
Man, oh man, this matchup here between the Wolfpack Gals and Sinister Square has certainly not been a disappointment. They are really taking it to each other. Love Extreme Rules tag team matches. So I always did. That was one thing I really enjoyed about ECW. Actually, is they had some pretty great tag teams in ECW, and it was. Well, I mean, it was always Extreme Tag Team Rules, right? So, but do you think a company like ECW makes it in today's market? I know this is off topic of what we're talking about, but it just sprung on the top of my head, and what do you think about that? All right, because ECW was literally Extreme Rules all the time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, how did people do that?
Do you think? I don't know either. Well, I mean, obviously they didn't by the end of things, right? I mean, it gets to a point where you get tired of watching just Extreme Rules matches. So for me, anyways, I don't know how many other people could say the same thing or would say the same thing, but do you think a company like ECW would be able to find an audience in today's market holding just?
I don't know, because you don't have to have these matches all the time, that's the thing.
Right, that's the thing. I mean, to be fair, even then, right, even during ECW's, you know, the height of their company, wasn't necessary to have Extreme Rules matches. But I mean, that's what ECW was, Extreme Championship Wrestling.
What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed. That's the kind
My thing is, if you talk about AEW, a lot of people these days saying, "Oh, they don't need to have blood in all the matches, and they don't have to do this." They don't. So that alone, because they don't have just Extreme Rules matches there, but they do have a lot of Extreme Rules matches there, right? So that said, that leads me to believe that a company like ECW probably wouldn't make it in today's market. I don't think, because it's just too much Extreme Rules, right?
I like that way. I do like that AEW is good enough. I do respect that.
Rhea Ripley with her opponent up on her shoulders. Electric.
They don't have to do it every single time he's out in the ring, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, special matches and that, you can that's it.
Ripley looking to force
Yeah, no, I agree.
Submission, double stop. She's fully locked in the submission. She's tapping.
No, I completely agree.
It's over.
And it looks like,
But yeah, so I don't think ECW would be able to make it in today's market, personally.
No, I thought
Straight into the ring post.
Yeah. Where maybe WWE doesn't have it often enough. So there's that too. Yeah. Boss Apollo's in the house. He says not in today's market. Yeah, that's what Luke and I are talking about right now. We don't really see an ECW surviving in today's market when they're, unless they're going to start having regular matches. But I mean, it's Extreme Championship Wrestling. It's kind of hard to have a regular one-on-one match. I know, that's what made it. It was not. You know what though? I did like the championship. I liked that platinum title. I thought it was a nice championship. Yeah. Some people hated it. I was like, why? It was great. It stood out. It was different. It was platinum and not gold. But I mean, if you look on the market, platinum is worth more than gold. So there's that. Mufasa says there's GCW and they do death matches. I haven't seen a good death match in quite some time, actually. I wouldn't mind watching a good death match. What was the last death match GCW had, and who was in it? I mean, I'm always. Which ones? Well, I don't think GCW just does death matches, or do they do all death matches there? They can't be all death matches. Really? It's just a strictly death match promotion? Interesting. Rhea Ripley had the table set on fire. Her own partner got thrown into that table, though. The flames went out somehow. I like death matches, but I can't say I'd want to sit down and watch a show where that's all they had on for the program was nothing but death matches.
Yeah, the death matches.
It has its place, right? Like there's a place. Yeah. Oh, look at that! That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Extreme Rules Tag Team matchup, representing Team Soul Embers, it is Rhea Bloody Ripley and Liv Morgan, better known as Sinister Square, with a big win over the Wolfpack gals, Melissa Archer and Sol Ruka. So congratulations to Team Soul Embers and Sinister Square. Man, the Wolfpack gals, I mean, when they first joined the Wolfpack gals, they were doing phenomenal, but I tell you, they've been kind of up and down lately. Up and down as a team for sure are Sol Ruka and Melissa Archer. They need a new game plan. They need to take it back to the drawing board, see what they're doing wrong. Watch some videos of their matches, they must. Otis Cogar defeated Reed Bentley on March 6th, the last death match. Okay. Interesting. I just didn't realize there was a promotion that only did death matches, because that's kind of weird for me. It's a little bit weird for me. I mean, that has not been confirmed as of yet. Boss, are they a strictly deathmatch promotion, or do they do other matches too?
I thought they were. I might be wrong.
I mean, they could very well be. They could very well be. So I don't know who Otis Cogar is, or Reed Bentley, but...
didn't like one of the death matches.
Okay, well, there you go. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a women's death match before. So that'd be kind of cool, but I can understand it.
I've seen Mickey James and John O'Brien at the women's Texas death match.
They are brutal matches, right? So I mean, I can also understand why she might not want to do that type of thing. But all right, here we go. Next match of the day: Steel Cage Tornado Tag Team action. coming your way. It is Ego's Paradise. Representing Team Ace Hunter, it is Callie Carter and Selena Price taking on Nia Jax and Lash Legend. That's our next matchup of the day.
It might be the age as well. You know, obviously she's like 40, she's 46 now as well, so why would she do a death match?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Hardcore Country Luke's new favorite superstar, Nia Jax and Lash Legend.
Fucking not.
Who
I've never liked Nia Jax.
Who's taking the W here? Ego's Paradise or Lash and Nia? Lash and Nia have done well as a team, but I mean, obviously, so have Selena and Callie. So have Selena and Callie. Team Ace Hunter must be enjoying the tag team reign so far. Because, I mean, they've made a great unit. They work like a well-oiled machine. If you've ever watched Ego's Paradise in the ring, they got quick tags. I mean, they're just very good together. They're just a good pairing. As are Nia and Lash Legend, though. As are Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Because they've done phenomenal nearing the end of Season 6, and I would assume they'll probably continue that here in Season 7. But so will Ego's Paradise. That's why this is a tough one for me to call. I don't know. And it is a cage match. Selena and Callie are quicker than Lash and Nia, in my opinion. I could see them jumping over the top of that cage before Lash and Nia get a chance to. But I can also see, you know, if Nia and Lash get a hold of Callie and Selena, you know, and pound them into the mat, they too can climb over that cage. I'm thinking that it would be more difficult, though. Nia's a big lady. Lash Legend is no small lady. The bigger you are, the harder it probably is to climb that. That's why I like the old steel cage better. I wish they'd bring back the old steel cage.
Yeah, the old steel cage was bad.
And it was easier for them to climb, too. Now, the downfall of it, I'm sure they could fix the problem now. There's a lot of new technology, but the problem then was it didn't have much give, and people legitimately got hurt in that thing, right? It was
the big blue steel cage.
Yeah.
To be fair, it hurt a lot apparently. Like.
All right, here we go. Ego's Paradise. Lash and Nia, Tornado, tag team steel cage action. Let's go.
It was a lot easier to climb, though, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing. It was a lot easier to climb. And one thing I've never liked, though, is the door. I don't like the door option. I think instead of the door, it should be pin, submit, or climb over the cage. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, at least in recent times, it's not very often you see somebody climb out the door to win. Yeah. And here they come. They are the reigning, defending, and TWA Speed Tag Team Champions. Again, representing Team Ace Hunter, it is Callie Carter and Selena Price. Ego's Paradise. They do other matches too? Oh, okay. They showcase a wide variety of styles, including technical, high-flying, comedy matches, and specialized events. Okay. So, but they also specialize in death matches too, then I'm assuming. They've become popular for that. That's just again, I'm assuming that, but that is a complete assumption. Yeah, I'm not familiar with GCW, I'm not gonna lie. So again, I don't know who... No. And I don't know who Otis Koger is, and I don't know who Reed Bentley is. But I do like the occasional death match, and I've never seen a women's death match. I'm not saying there hasn't been one, I've never seen one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So scratch that. Yeah, it was, yeah. So scratch that. I have seen one. I've seen one women's death match. Okay. I don't know how I forgot about that. That was a good pay-per-view, too, actually. The Hard to Kill pay. Yeah, it was, yeah.
They've got it on the YouTube channel still, you guys. You can still go back and watch it.
Yeah. Door is locked. Bell has rang. Let's see who survives the cage. Or escapes the cage, I suppose. It's not a lockdown match, so they don't really have to survive it as much as they do escape it. Lockdown, there is no escaping. The only way to get out of that cage is to win the match. KO, TKO, or submission. And it's 2 out of 3 falls. Actually, I think you can pin in it too. I think it might be pinfalls included as well in that. Yes. Yes, there is. So, pin, submit, or knock out your opponent, the only way out of that cage. You're locked inside 4 sides of steel. And it is 2 out of 3 falls. We do have the old school lockdown as well, though. It is only 1 fall wins it all. Every bit as brutal, though. Every bit as brutal. Shotzi and Priscilla had one, and you can watch it on YouTube. It's pretty good. Oh, nice. I actually didn't know that. I will watch that. Because, again, the Mickie James match at Hard to Kill was the only one I've ever seen. And I had actually forgotten about that until Luke brought it up, so... Again, weird that I would forget that. No, okay. One of my kids messaged me. Sorry, say that again. Yeah, for sure. We didn't get to that yet. It's 8 games, right, remaining? Yeah. But yeah. Saturday, yeah.
Looks like she's going to find the steel cage. Dodge is out of the way. Opportunity is just a few feet away now.
Why is that bar coming up like that? Look at that. It looks like somebody's actually playing the game and trying to escape the cage. Clearly a glitch.
I'm just basically strictly like going off Premier League games here. We're just going to say Premier League games. You can ignore the
And that. Yeah. Well, there's another win. Probably, anyways. I would say that they win that one too. Look, there it is again. Selena Price about to climb over that cage, but here comes Lash Legend. Holy Jesus, kicked her right in the face and her flying off the cage. And now Callie Carter taking care of her. Ooh, was taking care of her. Look at that, Nia Jax caught Selena Price just as she was about to climb over that cage. Yeah, that could be, but then they play Man City twice too, though, right? At some point. Oh, is it? Okay. So that's fun. Yeah. So what are the other 3?
Arsenal versus Burnley. Arsenal have the league won by that. Arsenal would lift the Premier League trophy at the Emirates.
Oh, really? They don't wait till the very last game to do that?
So Arsenal play Crystal Palace today. I think they're one of the
yeah, well, I guess that makes sense.
It doesn't really matter.
No, I was just curious. It's interesting they wouldn't wait till the final game.
possibly out.
Yeah.
What I'm saying. Like, I would rather have I'd rather see a team that dropped in the home trade.
And yet Nia Jax has no bar. Everybody else, there was people, like I think Callie Carter had a bar on her when she was trying to climb over the cage. Selena Price did earlier. Callie Carter's in there all by her. Nia Jax making it outside the cage. It is down to Callie Carter versus Lash Legend inside the cage. Who makes it out next? Who makes it out next? Lash Legend or Callie Carter? It actually has been, yeah. Wow, diving elbow from Callie Carter. Oh, man, what's she doing? She's still toying with Lash Legend here. I would have been climbing up over that cage. Oh, busted her open. Callie Carter's literally... Okay, yeah, no problem. Callie Carter literally tried to dismantle Lash Legend here, but... I just think she needs to climb out of that cage. Go, go! She's not done yet, apparently. She is not done with Lash Legend. Oh, nice. Double knee drops. Moonsault from the second rope. And she is... Oh, big KO punch. Right across the left side of the jaw of Lash Legend. It's still weird that there's a bar going across. See, Callie Carter has one right now. That's supposed to be all turned off, so it's obviously a glitch, but just weird. Here comes Lash. But down goes Callie. She didn't get there in time. She did not get there in time. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Tag Team Steel Cage matchup representing Team Ace Hunter, Callie Carter and Selena Price, Ego's Paradise, with a big win over Lash Legend and Nia Jax. For some reason, I had Kevin Nash stuck in my head just as I was about to say Lash Legend. Call her Nash, I did. I just gave her a new name. She is no longer Lash Legend, she is Nash. Was I a fan of Women of Wrestling? I mean, I didn't watch it religiously or anything, but I did enjoy the matches I have watched from Women of Wrestling. I assume you were? You liked Women of Wrestling? Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be asking the question. But who knows? Could be simply curiosity. So Shotzi and Priscilla Kelly in a death match, eh? I'm definitely going to check that out. I am definitely going to check that out. Selena Price. The reigning defending TWA Speed Tag Team Champions take out Nia and Lash. All right. Move on to our next match of the day. Here we go. It is the Coalition versus the Wyatt Six. Joe Hendry and MJF taking on Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis in a tag team table match. That's our next match of the day. Let's keep that ball rolling, shall we? Shall we? We shall. We shall. But yeah, I did enjoy matches from WoW, yeah. But boss, you still haven't answered my question. Were you a fan of WoW, or were you just curious if I've watched the promotion? Did anybody else enjoy Women of Wrestling? I don't know if Mufasa, if you've watched it at all. Women's wrestling is fantastic right now, too. I mean, just like in TWA, I find that in many promotions outside, I find the women's divisions outdoing the men's divisions these days. That's just me personally. I don't speak for anybody else, obviously. But Mufasa says he's never watched WoW. Okay. I don't know if we'll have to wait till Luke comes back. I'll ask. I don't know if he's watched it or not. What about you, Moon Raider? And here they come, MJF and Joe Hendry. They are the coalition, the partners in crime of the one Elijah Archer. Of course, will be in action later today. Recently lost both of his championships. He no longer has a championship around his waist. Looking to change that today as he enters the 8-man Battle Royal for the TWA Andre the Giant Battle Royal Championship. He's got some crazy villains in that matchup with him, though. People like LA Knight are in that matchup. Seth freaking Rollins is in that matchup. I mean, he's got a full plate. Full plate. It is going to be an absolutely outstanding Battle Royal. And of course, our main event of the day is going to be absolutely smoking hot when Brock Lesnar and Mufasa step into the ring together. 1v1 for the TWA Underground Submission Championship. And here comes the Wyatt Six. Slowly making their way to the squared circle. That's one area I think the WWE has dropped the ball very hard. I just feel like the Wyatt... I like the Wyatt Six. Don't get me wrong. I like the Wyatt Six, but they've basically treated them like they're not all that important. They haven't... I mean, other than winning the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, you know, they haven't done anything or been any real good or storylines that have any longevity to them. They're barely around. But yeah, Boss Apollo, are you a fan of WoW? Or were you just wondering if I had watched that promotion at all? Boss must have got busy. Or fell off the face of the planet. But he's like Moon Raider. He can be with you one second and disappear the next. Disappear the next. It's like Danhausen after he curses somebody. He just disappears. Where the fuck he goes, nobody knows. But he disappears. Gonski. Teleportation. Question for you, Luke. Have you ever watched the promotion WoW, Women of Wrestling? Oh, okay. You've seen clips on YouTube? So you're familiar with them, you just never... Yeah, okay. Same, I've only watched select few matches here and there. But I did enjoy the matches I did see, so there's that. There is that. Yeah, well, that's... I literally just said that while you were gone. I said that really in every promotion right now, a lot of the women's divisions are outdoing the men's divisions, in my opinion. As far as storylines, body of work, match quality. So yeah, women's wrestling is absolutely on fire right now. Has been in TWA for the last couple of seasons as well, not to mention, so we can relate. We can definitely relate to that. Oh, Joe Hendry drives his own knee right into the wood. No cushioning from a ring mat in TWA Underground. It is nothing but wood. For that matter, we have no floor mats. It is nothing but concrete and a metal barricade outside of the squared circle. So depending on how ambitious you are, your goal should probably be, at least in TWA Underground, and remain inside of the ring. MJF with a table. Are we going to see Joe Gacy go through a table here? It is, after all, a table match. So somebody at some point is definitely going through a table. It's just a matter of when, not if, in this particular matchup, obviously. Did we name the final 2 games for Arsenal in the remaining 8? When's the Man City game? Do they play one more time against Man City in Premier League? Just the cup final? Okay. Oh, okay. Now, is Arsenal home or away? Oh, that blows. That blows.
It's away. I wish some players didn't have it.
So as long as Arsenal doesn't actually lose the game, a win would be perfection. A draw. Oh! MJF goes through the table. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Tornado Tag Team Table Match, the Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, annihilate the Coalition and put MJF through a table. Watch the replay of this. It's coming up here in just a few moments. For just a little while there, it looked like the Coalition might actually pick up the win in this matchup, but the Wyatt Six did their thing. Oh! Follow-away slam through the table even. Follow-away slam through the table. The Coalition lose another tag team. They have not done well the last 4 or 5 months, to be honest. The Coalition have had a rough go. They really have. And now here another loss, this time to the Wyatt Six. Perhaps we see the Wyatt Six on Wrestle Wars Genesis for episode number 700. Because we're going to start probably the first 4 matches. Because we need 8 matches in total. So we'll probably have 4 matches on Wrestle Wars Genesis. 4 more matches on the following TWA Underground. To find out who is going to make it into the Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament. Invitational of sorts, anyways. You will need to qualify for that tournament. Can you do it? Is your team, do they have what it takes to make it into that tournament? The Joe Link Invitational Tag Team Tournament, which is just around the corner. Just around the corner. But anyways, the Wyatt Six with another victory. The Coalition, unfortunately, with another loss. All right, next match of the day. It is, speaking of Team Joe Link, it is Phenomenal Soul, Ricky Saints, and the phenomenal, the phenom, Joe Lincoln, taking on Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, representing Team Luke the Gooner 94, or Hardcore Country Luke, depending on how you remember him. The Motor City Machine Guns. It is Tag Team Lockdown. That is next. And of course, a Tag Team Lockdown works the exact same way as a lockdown. You're trapped inside 4 sides of steel. You gotta pin, submit, or knock out your opponent to get out of that cage. Which team can get the job done? Will Motor City Machine Guns defeat Phenomenal Soul, or will Phenomenal Soul look to have a better Season 7 than they did in Season 6? Because Phenomenal Soul, I mean, they won some very prominent matches, but then lost some matches that I actually didn't think they would lose throughout Season 6. So they didn't have as good of a Season 6 as they did 5, so here's hoping they have a better Season 7, at least if you're a fan of Team Joe Link. If you're more of a fan of Team Hardcore Country Luke, you don't care. You want Motor City Machine Guns to blast their ass out of that cage. Guns a-blazing. But here we go. It is Tag Team Lockdown time. Phenomenal Soul, Motor City Machine Guns. Let's get rocking and rolling. Let's turn and burn. Boss Apollo definitely got busy because he has still not answered my question. How dare he, by the way?
I found 2 home games in the season. I found 2 games in the season. Just because of these or last game of the season.
Yeah. It's an interesting final 8 games, that's for sure.
It really is, yeah.
8 games, a possible 24 points.
Arsenal's on 67, Man City's on 60.
I mean, considering who they're playing, though, to be fair, I foresee Arsenal winning quite a few of those last final 8 games. I don't see who they would lose to. Draw, maybe. I
think what he's going to do against Man City is I think he's going to try to play defensive and try to beat him on the. He's going to try to play him on the counter attack.
I mean,
if all he does is doesn't lose to Man City, he can win the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't even have to really win that match. Just don't lose.
Just don't lose. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Go into the game.
I mean, I would definitely have a defensive strategy because it is Man City, but I would have a better plan for attack because I've seen some games where they've played defensively but had zero, or seemingly anyway, zero plan for attack to follow up the defensive play. So when you play purely defensive, you end up either drawing or you end up losing. You don't shoot, you don't score. Right? It's just like we always say in hockey: if you don't shoot, you don't score. Moon Raider has finally joined the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I've been out. That's why.
Oh, you've been out and about. Gotcha.
How dare you have a life?
How dare you have a life, and how dare you be late to work? That is disgusting. But now that we've gone over Arsenal's final 8 games, let's pull up Chelsea's final 8 games. See now, Moon Raiders here.
To be honest, Man City are fucking idiots anyway. I used to like Man City, but then they're basically finding out what they've been doing over the 150 charge.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So what's going on with that? Is there any new updates regarding that situation?
Not as far as what I know.
Okay. I just didn't know, like, if there's been any further progression towards a decision making for that, process for that situation, or if it's still being investigated. Like, are they basically still investigating at this point? Yeah. I don't think they should be stripped of everything. That's not fair to the teams that played before them. But you could go back to how many teams participated during that time period where they were, you know what I mean? And strip them of those titles. But I don't think they need to be taking all of their titles from them, whatever titles they may have.
I've always taken every title they've won.
No, because it wasn't all the other teams of the years that were involved in it. Yeah. So it should only be, and that's unfortunate too, because I'm sure the teams didn't necessarily know what was happening, right? The players themselves, but if those specific years, those things were happening, then yeah, I think the titles should be removed from those years. So they're going to lose some titles. But I mean, to take them all, that's not fair to the previous teams that had nothing to do with it.
their championships they've ever won.
Yeah. It's an interesting situation, though. That's for sure. I mean,
They won 4 of it, though. That's great. That's still a great season.
so for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about necessarily right about now, Moon, do you want to explain, or Luke, do you want to explain what's going on with that situation so they know what we're talking about?
I don't know the exact all the details. I know it's just like paying, like cheating their way to it. God knows what it is.
Yeah, but people might not know what they were doing to cheat, is what I mean. Like, just explain what the accusations towards the team are, for instance. It's basically all to do with money, right? Yeah.
Covering along them lines.
Yeah. So it's definitely interesting, and it's unfortunate, especially if they do, let's say if they're found guilty, and that's the route they do take, is stripping all of that team's championships. So it's no, I don't think so either. I think that would be a terrible decision, because you can't accuse every single, unless they're saying they've been doing it since the club's found, you know what I mean, since the club's been founded. But I mean, that's a kind of a stretch. I mean, but yeah, the teams that had nothing to do with it should not be affected by it. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had steroid scandals in football that you're aware of? Because a lot of sports have over time, right? So I'm just curious. I haven't seen anything in the 3 years I've been watching Premier League. But like, did he get accused of that, or people just think it? Oh! Fall number 1 goes to the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley taps out the phenom Joe Lincoln. So MCMG is up 1-0 right now for Team Hardcore Country Luke. Oh, by the way, in addition to the Motor City Machine Guns, Flawless Time also in action today, Luke. Got to give them some much deserved attention. Flawless Time. Yeah. I mean, Luke actually came up with it, so.
I used to go by, I used to rap this, like a man partially, I'm going to say only partially. I used to go by, some kind of space like Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I used to what's the other word, like, where they, like, I used to go by that, but then changed it over.
Yeah, why not? 1-1, Ricky Saints picks up a fall for Phenomenal Soul and Team Joe Link. We're tied at 1 apiece here. Ooh, landed with nobody home. Yeah. Ricky Saints going for a pinfall here. And he gets it. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the tag team lockdown matchup. Representing Team Joe Link, it is the Phenom, Joe Lincoln, and Ricky Saints. Phenomenal Soul pick up a big win over Motor City Machine Guns. Congratulations to Team Joe Link. Well, that was a really good match, though. I wasn't sure at all during that matchup who was actually going to come out the victors there. So that was but I mean, they faced each other.
The women's champion over there.
Shotzi's the women's champion in GCW.
Yeah, in House of Glory and in I don't know if she is actually a champion over at GCW.
Oh, okay.
I know that I've been seeing a glimpse of that. Brody Lee, which is formerly Brody Lee,
right?
Formerly known as Luke Harper. His son has been cutting good promos recently.
Actually, I didn't even know his son was looking to get into the business. That's interesting.
He's only around about 14 years of age or 15 years of age. He cut a promo with, what's his name? That dude that has been blocked, Jerry Jamila.
Yeah.
Who is engaged to, or married to, what's her name? Megan Bain.
Sorry, what's her name?
Megan Bain, Jerry Jamila.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. So we're talking about House of Glory here.
Shotzi Blackheart is the women's champion over in House of Glory and also in MLW. I think she's a champion over in MLW, so she's holding two different companies' championships.
Speaking of different promotions, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling is supposed to do some good shows this year. They're supposed to be back on tour.
I know that, what's his name? I know he was at the Performance Center last year, like exploring in that.
Yeah.
WWE Performance Center. Scott D'Amore. He's great at what he does. I think he would be great at creative over in AEW.
Well, they definitely need help with creative. I would like to see AEW actually get the help they need, because there's way too much talent there for them not to be growing their audience more. You know what I mean? Like we like to I guess, for lack of better terminology at the moment, we like to shit on AEW from time to time, and it's not even that I'm not a fan of AEW. I was totally behind AEW because I think another great business will just it'll drive the other businesses, right? If AEW was doing better, I think WWE would already be doing better than they were.
If CM Punk and Cody would have not had left, it would have still been in a good position now. It would have still. The
problem is Tony Khan basically does everything on his own. Like he's got all the decision-making powers. He's got people helping him run the business that have no business running the business. To be fair, we still have fucking Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard. I wish he would have left with fucking Road Dogg. Both of them.
I wish Bruce Pritchard would go. It's one of the last people in Vince's yes men.
I would personally like to see Shawn Michaels have more to do with the main. So that's the thing, though. I'm not sure he wants that. I think maybe he likes the lesser schedule of the NXT, and he's still rocking it with NXT. NXT's audience is continuously growing, so that's a very good thing. They lost.
I don't like the Performance Center crowd. I do have a mixture of feelings for the Performance Center crowd.
Here's the thing.
But I don't like the way they go. I like when they chant, "Oh, Miss Parker," as soon as Miss Parker comes out.
They need to just get away from the Performance Center. I think.
Full Sail would be the best choice.
Just take NXT on tour. They don't do as many house shows as they used to. So that'd be a good way to fill that gap. Instead of going back to doing those
house shows, they do.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying instead of doing more house shows, because I know they would like to steer away from house shows for the most part and just have bigger events and stuff like that, right? They want to have their main brands and they want to have their Saturday night's main event and their pay-per-views. They don't want to do as many house shows as they used to do in the past, and apparently they do very few of them now. So that would be a good way to fill that gap, is to have NXT actually on the road as opposed to being at the Performance Center most of the time. Because I know they do go elsewhere, but not very often. So I think that would be interesting. But again, maybe the people running NXT prefer having just one location and a lesser schedule and etc. So there's that too, right? All right, next match of the day, and there's next championship matchup as well. It is the 8-man Battle Royal for the TWA Andre the Giant Battle Royal Championship. We got the one, Elijah Archer, L.A. Knight, Rowdy Randleman Piper, Seth freaking Rollins, Jay Mean. We've got the Giant Omos, Trick Williams, and of course the reigning defending TWA Andre the Giant Battle Royal Champion, defending his championship against 7 straight-up villains today. CM Punk, of course, representing Team Joe Link, and Phenomenal Soul. So that's our next match of the day. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know, I didn't watch any hockey at all this week. I didn't even watch any highlights, nothing this week. I don't know.
I've seen scores popping up, and I'm just not very impressed with Maple Leafs.
Oh, the Maple Leafs are just doing terrible, man. I mean, they're trying to make some moves and trades and this and that, but I think they better do something else off season too, because oh no, we are crashing. How fucking dare the system?
That's what I had this morning. The crash this morning I did. It's not. It wasn't from 2K. It was from fucking. It was from oh, what the fuck is it called?
I don't know. We don't know what you're trying to say.